for a good period of time, in the right timing, you'll start to notice, oh, it's so much smoother, you know, and you'll notice a more glow to the skin. You'll have more brightness to the skin. Hey gorgeous gals, welcome back to Contour Image. My name is Sharon Ports, a California licensed esthetician, where I help you build confidence through your image. And today we're gonna do another Reddit question on Reddit, and it's another skin question, and it's about a recommended application. So this girl right here that we're going to talk about, she has recommendations appreciated for her skincare routine / regimen. So she asks, I have fair skin and have always been prone to dark spots, sunspots, uneven skin tone. Looking for the best products that won't cost an arm and a leg. Also hoping to keep it simple. So I totally understand her issue 100%. I am someone who's trying not to use too expensive of products. I don't want to be also spending an arm and a leg on my skincare products. I do believe most skincare products that are asking for a lot of money, generally, most of the time, are due to just you're purchasing the brand name. You're not really purchasing so much the product when it comes to that. Not always though. Sometimes there is a good reason why a product might be extremely expensive, but I do know that there are some products out there that are really, you're just buying the label, you're buying the name. Sometimes it could be just actually the packaging that is far more expensive than the product itself. But we do want to look for good products. So one of the things I want to talk about here that we notice is that she does have, and I'm going to zoom up on it a little bit. Let's see if I can here. There we go. So the thing I want to talk about here is, like she said, she is fair skin. I'm very fair skin, as you could probably tell already, and I am very prone to dark spots, basically freckling. And I grew up in Southern California, where I spent most of my teen years like in the sun. That's what we did. That's what I did. I wanted to be like everyone else. Now I realize what the sun does. Wish I'd never done it. Hate myself for doing it. But hey, we live and we learn, and we hope to pass it on to our next generation that doing that is not a good idea and you're going to regret it. So this is kind of my way of giving back, hopefully helping other women and girls maybe that are younger than me, maybe before they really start that, to really pay attention and listen and learn not to do this and why you don't want to do it. If you're like me and you've already done some good damage, let's talk about reducing that. So we're going to do that a little bit here with this young lady here. So she's fair skinned. Even if you have dark skin, you still don't want to be just hanging out in the sun. But just in this case, since she is fair skinned, let's kind of keep it to that for this moment. I do notice too that she does have, she does get a little, she might even has melasma possibly, which is another kind of skin damage, where the skin not only unevenly distributes melanin, which is causing the coloring, the discoloration in the skin, and it's doing that in order to protect your skin. But it kind of, sometimes it looks like a stain, and sometimes it can just come out in just certain spots, like maybe just around the eyes, on the forehead, on the lip. You know, that's very common. A lot of times they might even call it pregnancy mask, because a lot of women experience that happening when they're pregnant. Or at least after having a baby, they start to go and they go, this wasn't here before the baby. I've experienced that myself. So, but you can still get melasma even not even being pregnant. And I kind of see that her whole skin might even kind of be giving that a little bit. The other thing I want to mention too, this is not the best picture. In fact, I feel like I get a clearer view of her ear and her neck than I do of her skin here. So like I said, it's not a very good picture. But I do see specifically one in particular, a dark spot that is going to happen. That is going to be an age spot if she doesn't kind of figure that out, reduce it, and help it out there and wear her sunscreen. She may have been born with this mole, but this might have been due to the sun. I don't know. I don't know her history. She doesn't mention it, so I don't know. But that's something I would ask. I'm not a doctor, so I can't really say, but from what I do know, it could look very benign because it's it's even, but I can't also tell by this picture so much. So she might want to have that checked out. Even if she was born with it, she should probably get it still checked out. So she wants to, my idea here is she wants to know how to even out probably her skin tone, as she says here. She's prone to dark spots, sunspots, uneven skin tone. And she wants to know what the best products that wouldn't cost an arm and a leg. Really what I would say is you need to focus on the lightening and brightening products. A lot of those will say that on the bottles themselves. But I wouldn't always just go with that. My biggest thing is to actually do a good exfoliation. And one of the best home exfoliations you can do is doing an enzyme peel. Now you won't actually peel. It will actually just, they call it a peel because superficially it will dissolve the very, very top layer of the skin, but you won't notice it. You won't notice it really dissolving or anything, but it technically, you know, it dissolves that layer, so it's like it's peeled off that layer. Very, very small, especially when it comes to home use ones. You're not going to notice it too much until you've used it for a good period of time. In the right timing, you'll start to notice, oh, it's so much smoother, you know. You know, and you'll notice a more glow to the skin. You'll have more brightness to the skin. It will help reduce the uneven skin tone, but you definitely need to be maintaining it where it's using sunscreen, staying out from the sun. If you happen to be out in the sun, you know, wear hats, try to stay in the shade as much as possible. Those are going to be your best bets. I do that all the time. I really don't go out and decide to go stay out in the sun. And if I happen to be, I try to kind of cover up in some way with hats and stuff because I don't want to damage my skin any farther than I have. And I definitely use sunscreen. And depending on where you are, 30 SPF is the lowest you would use. Now, depending on where you are and the time of day and the season, you may want to definitely up that. I usually don't use anything less than 50. And one of my highest is about 100. So I like to keep it to that because I feel it's far more better protected, especially in the climate that I'm located in. So I would definitely look into exfoliation 100%. On top of her general stuff like a proper cleanser, a good toner, maybe a good serum that will help brighten and lighten her skin, something with kojiak mushroom or kojiak acid. It is from a mushroom, a Japanese mushroom that has been known to help lighten and brighten the skin. Also licorice does that as well. Lactic acid and glycolic acid are another good one that you might want to see in products to help lighten and brighten the skin naturally. And then what I would do too, as well as incorporating in with her good skincare routine, a good moisturizer and everything to an SPF, would be hydrating her skin. That will also help give a little bit of a glow just naturally because the skin is happy, it's refreshed. It also helps when the skin is properly hydrated. It helps with the products to absorb and take in the products and utilize it properly and send it to the right areas of the skin that it needs to go to really well. So if you are interested in any of those kinds of products, I have written or how to do that. I have written some reports and some books that I will put down in the description below for your information if you're interested in that. I have also made a skin type quiz that you can take. It's absolutely free. You get a free PDF download about your skin type after answering all the questions. It'll tell you what your skin type is. And it'll give you the products that you would want to use and look at for your skin type and for your skin conditions, as well as a good skincare regimen that you would use those products in a proper order if you are interested in learning more about your skin, how to take care of it properly, and how to have a good skincare regimen, and what the products are in case you're ever confused about all the products that are out there. It's really quite simple once it's broken down. So if you are interested in that, I will put a link down below for you on that. And if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. If you like this and you find this helpful and you find maybe you're in the same boat and want to give it a shot, give this a thumbs up. And thank you for joining me here at Contour Image. And remember to stay beautiful for life.